What up, YouTube? It's Cali the Barber. If you have been struggling with mid tapers, today I'm breaking down my simple 3-step method that beginner barbers can start using right away. Let's get straight to it. My boy came in looking like a zero, but don't even trip. We're gonna turn him into the hero. This the before, the after, okay? So I'm just showing you the before. Before I start any haircut though, I like to keep a comb or a brush on my other hand, cause I like to lay the hair down so I can get an even cut. Whether I'm going against the grain or with the grain, I just like for the hair to lay down. Make sure that, especially if they got braids or locks or any type of form of hairstyle, long hair, you want to make sure that you get all the hair to lay flat before you go in, so you can have an even cut. Alright, so with my one guard, I'm going with the grain. Make sure I get the even cut. One with the grain closed. My boy laughing, man, because you know I'm about to put him in the game. Other side, I do the same thing with the one guard with the grain, one close with the grain. Now I got to make sure I get the hairline. I'm trying to get all the long hair so I can lay it flat, so when I come with the liners, I can line it up clean. I'm gonna start my guideline. See, I like to do the opposite V, like a split shape on my tapers, because I like it. It gives me that burst taper fade look. So you can either do triangular looking or round, whatever your choice is, however you want. I just like to do the triangle. So here I go. When my closed, I'm gonna go in with the zero, try to eliminate that ball line. Then I open my lever, and I'm gonna eliminate that zero. Now with my one guard closed, I'm about to go in and eliminate that line that I created with my lever open without the guard. Now I'm going with the grain, try to eliminate that bolt. I did the one open, and I'm going against the grain. So when you go down, just so you know, when you go down with the grain with a guard closed, whatever number that guard is that you're going with the grain, if you open it up and go against the grain, it's the same length. An open lever guard is the same as a closed guard with the grain, same length. So if I went down with a one closed, I can go against the grain with a one open, and it'll be the same length. I like to go against it on the taper so I can get all that bulk and get an even more cut. Now, if I was to do waves, of course I wouldn't go against the grain, but that's a whole nother video. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just polishing the fade. Make sure I get all that dark bulk from above. And you see how I'm stretching his hair, because he has locks. I don't want to cut into the long hair, so I'm stretching as much as I can so I can get all that dark hair that I need to get. Right here I'm using my corners. You see how this taper is coming together very well already. Make sure you brush every time. Do the same thing with the beard. It's the same way fading, but instead of fading up, I'm fading down. Started with the zero, then I open it with my half guard with the lever open. I'm going with the one guard not closed. Doing the same steps that I was using going up, fading the taper, but the only thing is that I'm fading down into the beard. Same steps though, same steps. I started the fade with the lever closed, the zero, then I opened it with the half to take away that zero, and then I put the one guard to eliminate that half, that lever open. and that's it. So I'm just going back and I'm polishing it. That's all I'm doing. So again, you will do the same thing you did to faded taper. The only thing is, instead of fading up, you're fading down. I'm using the corner of my blade. Try to take the weight that I see, or the bulkiness of the lines. I try to take. I use my corner of the blade to take the lines off or take the bulk off. I use the corner of my blade. That's one thing that's very important. You gotta learn how to use the corners of your blade, corners of the clippers. It help you out a lot and save you a lot of time. And it'll help you from creating more lines. I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Whatever I do on one side, I do on the other side. You don't want the face to look different. You want the face to look the same. See, I started my guideline. I do that triangle shape. Because again, I like my taper to look more like a burst taper fade. Come with my shaver to give it an extra clean, extra smooth, extra bald. I'm going to start with my lever closed. Start fading in. Not go too high though. Not too high. And I open my lever half and I go take away that first guideline I created. See how the lines starting to come off. And if it doesn't go completely off, you put the lever mid between the open and the close. You put the lever in between and they'll take that line for you. Now with the one guard closed, I'm taking away that line that I created again. See how I'm going with the grain, trying to eliminate the bulk as much as possible. And then I'll go against the grain. Again, whatever number guard you use with the grain is the same length as that same guard number, just open. An open guard is the same length as the closed guard being used. Make sure you're always brushing so you can see what you're doing. I'm using the corner of my blade so I could try to get the bulkiness as much as possible. Because I'm not trying to go higher on the fade. I'm just trying to eliminate the bulk. Whatever dark spots I see, I'm going to hit with my corner on my blade. It's very important to understand to use the corner of your blade, especially when kind of fading. It's going to eliminate a lot of bulk that you see or a lot of dark spots. Use that corner and it's going to get rid of them. Now I'm gonna get to the beard. I'm gonna do the same exact thing. What I did that you did going up on the taper fade, you're gonna do the same thing coming down. I started the beard fade with the 0, and then I opened the lever, and as a half, I started eliminating that first guideline that I created with the 0. And then when I eliminated the guideline with the 0, I did it. I eliminated the 0, and then they created another line with the half with the lever open, and I eliminated that lever open line with the one guard closed. But seeing this area, I was trying to fade that little dark spot, and it wasn't coming off for some reason. I thought it was hair because it looked like hair, but I started telling my client here that I asked him did he dye his beard, and he said yeah, he did. Sometimes that happens, but I wasn't really caring though, because I was going to apply color on his beard anyways to line it up. But so I wasn't tripping, but I was trying to fade. That's why I was going back and forth on that side, because I was trying to eliminate that dark, but it was color, and I know that. But I had to ask my client, "Hey, did you dye your beard?" And he said, "Yeah, just did it." Thought I was chipping at first because it wasn't coming off. See, with my liners, I'm going straight to the C cup. I'm not gonna lie, man, them Starcraft Flex, them things are hitting. Them some hitters for sure. They be slicing like butter. Said taper the back of the neck though, but I ain't sure that. See how I pin his ear down so I won't cut his ear? That's very important. It's very important that you pin his ear down so you won't cut him in any way, shape, or form or nick him. Now I'm doing the other side. I'm doing work on the C cup. Starting to come together. I ain't gonna lie, it's starting to come together. I'm gonna get straight to the beard. Look how crispy these flakes are, man. I'm telling you. Look at that. See the fade coming together now? How it's starting to make sense. Just using my corner of the blade, man. That's it. See, sometimes it's hard to see a line, especially when the client doesn't have a strong line. But you have to see it in your mind. You just have to have that visual and just create the line without pushing it back, though. Keep it as natural as possible, man. You're gonna have to tap it a couple of times, to try to make it sharp, but it's okay if you don't have a super duper crispy line because we won't come back and enhance it, but we creating a line. Still, you have to be able to see it. And then once you see it, you can create the line. But don't push it back though. Don't not push it. See right here, I'm applying a pencil. Again, I'm enhancing the color, I'm enhancing the line. Just trying to make it pop out. I did one side first. And then I'm gonna work my way into the other side. See how I'm using my pinky as support. And that's very important, man. It's very important to have support. You have to know how to find support where it makes it comfortable for you to fade or line up. How to use your fingers. See right here, I'm using my middle finger as support. I like to have control in what I'm doing. So right here, I'm just blending that color so it won't be, that pencil, I'm sorry. I'm blending that pencil so it won't be so harsh of a line. I like to use my trimmer. You can use your trimmer as well. Try to blend in that harsh line. I'm gonna come back with my razor though, so it could blend in a little bit more, but try to give it that chalk line. Without it being so harsh of a line. And I'm gonna come with my color enhancement. I'm gonna start enhancing the line. Keep it in the light, not too dark, Still want to make it look as natural as possible. Again, color is to enhance your clients. Colors is to enhance your work. It's not for you to create a line. It's for you to enhance the line, make the line stand out, make it look more high definition. My boy got a glimpse in the mirror, man, of the cut, man. He already feeling himself, you feel me? That's what happens, man, when you put in that good work. My boy shook his head. He said, "Goddamn, Cali, you ain't had to do me like that, player." I had to, man. That's what I do. I put my clients in the game, make them feel good. You see how I created that line? I'm not pushing his back, and you can see his corners kind of soft. So you have to be light, not go in on them corners. Keep it as natural as possible, because I'm gonna come in with the color enhancement and enhance it. So I'm not really tripping. See right here, I'm making sure the vertical bars are even, both sides. I'm gonna come in with the pencil and do the same thing I did on the other side. Always remember to do the same thing. Whatever you do one side of the haircut, you gotta do the same thing on the other side of the haircut, so it can be even fade or even cut. Same steps. Coming in with that saucing them up so it can look like the other side. Crispy, not too dark though. Keep it light and natural looking, you feel me? You wanna make sure it still looks natural. Saucing them up, putting that sauce on them. Again, blending in that pencil so it won't look so much of a harsh line. A lot of use the trimmer that I use to eliminate that harsh line. I use my Stylecraft Saber trimmers. I'm applying that color to the beard, man. He likes his beard enhanced, so I enhance his beard. See how I just laid the foundation on the line of the beard, and I'm just brushing it in so I can blend it in into the beard. I want to make it as natural looking as possible. I always put my color dark in the beginning of the beard where the hair is more dark, and then I just start going up on it where it starts getting lighter, and as the higher I go with the brush, the less paint is on the brush, so it starts blending in on its own. It won't be as thick. So when I start brushing, it gives it that little fade look. So what I'm doing in right here, he already colors he had told me he colored his beard already before he came. So the only thing I'm doing is I'm just blending it in for real with the color I'm using and the color that he already had. Same thing. See, I was just showing that he already had color, so I'm gonna blend in the color that I'm using with the color he already has. Again, I put it dark in the beginning where it's more hair, and then as I keep brushing up, the color start fading out already, so it'd be less color by the time I get to where it's always light, and it'll be easier for me to blend when I just brush. See what I'm doing here? I'm just blending in the color, and he already had, especially in that area that was already a dark spot. Gotta make sure I can blend it in so it won't look so awkward. I like using the pencil, especially when I'm using color. Like it just makes the color just pop out, and look, it blends it in more to the skin. And I'm using more like a beige pencil. I'd rather use beige. Some barbers prefer white, but I don't like the white because it's too harsh. Come with the razor, man, slicing them up. Again, see, I blended it in the pencil line with my trimmer to soften it up. And then with my razor, I'm softening it up even more. So it really looks like a chalk line. It give you that thin chalk line. Stretch the skin though. Always remember though to stretch the skin. Always, you don't want to nick your client. It's coming together, man. You see that? See how simple it was for me to just, man. I hope you learned something from this video, man. For real. I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, make sure you comment, you like, and you subscribe. I got so much game to offer, man. You gonna learn something from my channel, man. So make sure you subscribe. And if you need any help or any video, you got any recommendations of a video you want me to do next of a haircut, comment down below, and I'll make sure I create that video for you. Again, see, I'm just stretching the skin, man, putting that razor so I can slice them in there in the game. You know, that's all I'm doing, slicing. That's what I do, man. What I do. You want to always make sure you always want to make sure that your client bites his lip when you use the razor on his lip. So you tell him, you ask him, hey man, can you bite your lip for me right quick? And he'll bite his lip so you can because it'd be so quick for you to nick him. You see that? Ooh, woo. Back in the gears, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you made it this far in my video, man, again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, man, for more videos like these. You dig? Look at that, man. That's a perfect mid-taper fade. Faded into the beard, man. Sauce. Yes, sir.